Having too many fishing rods to know what to do with can be a good problem to have. Storing them neatly, however, can be kind of a pain. A good solution to this can be an inexpensive wall-mounted fishing rod rack. Today I'll be opening up the Plusinno V9 fishing rod organizer. You can buy this in a 1-pack or 2-pack. A 1-pack holds 9 rods and a 2-pack holds 18 rods. Plusinno was nice enough to send me this out and show it to you guys. And if you guys like it, I'm going to have a discount code in my description so you guys can get it a little cheaper. So let's get into this. For starters, inside of the shipping box, there was plenty of paper protecting this package, so I didn't see any damage on the product package at all coming in. The packaging is pretty nice. On the back of it, there's some simple instructions for a quick installation. There's one piece of tape holding the flap of the box closed, so cut it and flip open the box. Slipped into the back of the box is the instruction guide. It's a little more detailed than what's on the back of the box, and it'll explain step by step how to very securely and safely hang your brand new fishing rod organizer. Since this is the 2-pack, there are 2 sets of wall anchors and screws. I will not be using the wall anchors as I will be putting this onto a wooden wall. Each rod holder will be separately wrapped in plastic and placed into the box. There's no difference between the two, but they both feel like they've been constructed with really high quality materials. The backing plate that will be screwed into the wall and the plastic clips feel like they're made with a heavy grade plastic. In the spot where the rod will actually be seated, there's a nice silicone coating, and it's grooved in 2 different directions. You can definitely tell this is not going to damage a rod when it's seated on it. There is a decent amount of springiness to these though, so you know that the rod's going to stay in place and it's not going to fall back out. Let's go and install this on my wall. I want to find a spot that I can put these side by side and high enough off the ground where I can offset the rods. That way my reel sizes won't be making it so that I can't put 2 rods next to each other. And while it may not be required to, I'm going to level these because I have a lot of vertical lines in this room, and it would show pretty easy if all my rods were, I don't know, a little cockeyed. The next thing that I'm going to do is mark where I'm going to drill all of the pilot holes for the screws going into the walls. If you are going to be going into sheetrock or blueboard, you should use the wall anchors if you're not going to be screwing into a stud. I'm going to now repeat the same process for the second rod holder. The next step will be drilling out the pilot holes. There are a few good reasons to drill out pilot holes. If you're using a wood wall like I am, this will help prevent cracking. If you're going to be using sheetrock or blueboard, this will be when you will be drilling the hole to put in the wall anchor. And honestly, it helps with making it easier to put the screw in the wall no matter what if you already have a pre-drilled hole. The next step, you'll want to open up the packages with the screws and the anchors. If you're going to be using anchors, now you will install the anchors, and then you will install the screws. It's best practice when installing on plastics to only use a screwdriver. That way you will not crack the plastic. I don't recommend tightening the screws all the way down at this point. That way if you need to re-level at the end, all you have to do is adjust and then tighten down. I'm now going to repeat the same process with the second wall organizer. So far, this has been a fairly easy installation. No real hiccups. Drill a few holes, put in a few screws, level it out, piece of cake. Once we get done with putting in the last screw, I'm going to go back and tighten down all the screws. I'm going to make sure that nothing is over tightened because I do not want to flex the plastic, causing it to crack. Now it's time for the fun part. Select the first rod you're going to put in and decide if you want to start from the left, the right, or right in the middle. Lift the holder open and slowly release. The silicone is definitely holding it in place. Any size rod will fit into one of these. If you look close, you can see some decent sized bass rods, spinning rods, there's fly rods, there's Zepcos, there's a dock demon, and even my daughter's rod. And they all seem to fit pretty easily in there.
So what do I think about it? Well, it can hold a variety of different size rods pretty easily. I've got fly rods, I got big thick bass rods, I've got a bamboo rod in here. It doesn't seem to be hurting, it doesn't seem to be bending it. I got right down to a Zetco dock demon. So that is a small rod. And it seems to hold everything nice and easy. Very well organized. The little rubber that's on the actual latch has a little bit of grip to it, and there's different directions on the rubber, and it seems to not leave any mark on the actual rod itself, which is good because I don't want to leave any marks on things like my bamboo or any of my nice bass rods. Alright, I'm gonna leave a discount code down at the bottom if you guys want to get one for a cheaper price than normal. But yeah, thank you very much for sending this out to me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.